we're never invisible. So many people see us, depend on us, and look to us to show the way. What's the biggest fish you ever caught? Hey everybody, I am so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I so hope you had a good, safe week. I had such a fun, it was a busy week, but it was so much fun. And I went to a beautiful lake and park with my friend Hal, and I was so proud of the footage that I got, and it was so fun. You know, Hal's a photographer, and I've never had the privilege of actually going out and shooting nature with another person who understands, what photography is all about. So it was really, really a fun day. And, it was important for me when I filmed this week to try to tell a story of how we all can make our life better. And a lot of times, a lot of those answers can be found in nature. So that's why I wanted to make sure I captured some beautiful things for you. But I have been seeing all over all these videos about, these are the top 10 things you should stop doing when you're 60 years old. I mean, they're everywhere. And I watched them all, and I read all the blogs, and I thought, there's a lot of things missing. So I humbly wanted to share with you today a few of the things that I would like you to stop doing if you're 60 or older. I am 66 years old, and when I turned 65, my world turned upside down. So many of the things that I was doing weren't working anymore, and they were actually hurting me. The things that I was eating, the weight that I was carrying, so many things that I was doing, I had to change. The first one I wanted to start out with is my weight. And the highest group that has a successful outcome for weight loss is people over 60. And you know why I think that is? It's because they are doing it for completely the right reason, and that is their health. Because when we are carrying extra weight, that's strain on the veins in our legs. It puts strain on our heart. It makes us more prone to diabetes, high blood pressure. I mean, you name it. So when we are allowing our weight to get higher and higher, we can't do that. We absolutely can't allow that. We want to live a long, productive, healthy life. And we can't do that if we're 50, 60, 100 pounds overweight. So it isn't that we need to diet, but we have to perhaps change the way that we look at food and how and when we're eating. Like, for myself, I packed on 20 pounds this last year. I've just lost 10. I didn't go on a diet. I just sort of ate, normally during the daytime, and then for 16 hours, I don't eat. I just drink water and chew gum. But that's a lifestyle change of just knowing when not to eat. I guess they call it intermittent fasting. I just call it a new way to eat. If you are over 60 right now, I want you to stop being quiet. I want you to talk loudly. I want you to sing whenever possible. Have you ever noticed when somebody is telling, an old person's joke, like, yeah, the guy meets the old lady and she says, "Hi, Sonny, you're looking good in that." You know how they imitate an old lady's voice? That kind of wavering. Okay, that is short, damaged, unused vocal cords. We don't want that. We want strong, healthy vocal cords. That means every single day you're going to recite poetry. You're going to talk, only you're going to talk like you're on a Broadway stage. You're going to sing whenever possible. And maybe you'll say, well, I don't have a very good singing voice. Well, who cares? You're just exercising your vocal cords. To this day, I can answer my phone and someone will say, is your mom there? I sing every single day. And I don't do that because I think I have such a wonderful voice. I do that to exercise my vocal cords because at 85, 90 years old, I want people to hear my voice clear as a bell. I don't want to sound old. We don't have to sound old, but either you use it or you're going to lose it. So, I have this little thing, where I go to a friend's house, whenever I go into their bathroom, I sing, and they put up with it. They're like, okay, she's singing. And singing lowers your blood pressure, it helps your circulation, and it helps strengthen those vocal cords that we need so much so our voice can be strong until our last breath on earth.
Every night and sang, and he had a really good voice, and he would sing these in Spanish, and they were so mournful.
Oh.
And then
sing for me one more time. Thank you. I think one of the most important things that we can stop doing after 60 is thinking that our happiness depends on other people and how they behave. I know I went through this with my own mother, but I used to think that, well, I thought, my boys should give me more attention, it's my birthday. Let's have a big party and let's do this and let's do that. And where are they? And are you kidding me? My sons wanted me, especially after my divorce, to stand on my own 2 feet. They were not going to be in my life, to replace a boyfriend, to replace hobbies, a career, to find my own voice. They let me find my own way, and I am so grateful to them. So many times I truly believed I would be happy if somebody else behaved in a different way towards me. And that is very destructive thinking because, nobody is going to live up to your expectations. And you are always going to be on the losing end. And you're not going to be happy. And you're going to resent friends and family because they are not making you happy. But I know you know this in your heart. Only you can make yourself happy. And we just have to, find our way, open up our hearts and embrace change and find new ways to find joy. I have so many beautiful subscribers out there that are in their 60s and 70s and beyond. And you write me and you tell me, you know what? I like your skincare videos, but I don't use anything. I just get up in the morning and I put some cold water on my face and I'm good to go. Please stop doing that. I mean, you don't have to spend a lot of money on, some big skincare program. But, just get a few things that I'm going to mention and just try it. Get yourself a nice, gentle, creamy, kind of oil-based cleanser. Get yourself a coffee exfoliant. Coffee is a mechanical, type of a physical exfoliant, and it's a chemical one. So it's going to take all the dead skin off of your face. And that means if you don't have to wear makeup, but I tell you, when you're going through your day and you don't have dead skin on your face, you look better. You're glowing. It's wonderful. I would, grab one of these dark spot correctors. They're all pretty good, but it isn't the wrinkles that age us so much, not even the sagging. It's the discoloration. It's the age spot. So if you can tackle that, Bioscience has a good one. This is Dermalogical. This is a good one. They're all pretty good. They're all going to even out your tone and they're going to make you look fabulous. And the last thing I would say, for some type of moisturizer, get something that, you really love, something that has, some type of castor oil base. But also, get yourself some rosehip oil, some carrot oil. You can get some type of a honey elixir. You mix the rosehip oil and the carrot oil in one bottle. So you just tap it on in your neck. But, the best example I can think of is, when you have dry feet, like in the wintertime, it looks pretty nasty, right? Well, what do your feet look like after a whole week of putting lotion on your feet? Your feet look like new feet, right? Well, that's the same idea that I'm talking about with your face. The more that you can take care of your skin on your face, the brighter and the better you're going to look. You don't have to spend a lot of money, but you do have to put a little bit of effort into it. So please, I would beg you, stop doing nothing if you're after 60. The next thing I would like to ask you to stop doing is stop being so mean to yourself. I think when we think about the cruelest things that were ever said to us, it's probably not from anybody that we know or anybody in our family. It's what we have said to ourselves, right? Oh, he's not going to call. You're too old. I'm too fat. I'm not going to buy that dress. I'm not going to look good in it. I'm not going to go to that party. I'm not smart enough. I'm not talented enough. I'm not young enough. That inner dialogue is so painful and so hurtful. And why do we do it? I wish I knew. I don't know. But sometimes, I mean, this is something I have been working on for years. And I've really gotten good at reining it in. But every once in a while, I get really mad at myself. And I tell you, I'll say something to myself and it takes my breath away. It is so cruel. Nobody has ever said anything as cruel as what I've actually said to myself. And it serves no purpose. And especially as we get older, we're coming to terms with so many different issues. We don't have any time for self-sabotage. In life, people love us for so many different reasons, and none of those reasons can be measured by a bank account or a college degree. It's who we are, our hearts, our deeds, how much we can give and receive love. So, I was talking to somebody 20 years ago. I'll never forget it. And he stopped me and he said, you need to stop. You're insulting one of my very favorite people on earth. And he was talking about me and how I was describing myself that day. And he said, stop it. And I did. And I never, ever forgot his words.
Dizzy, what do you want to do today? You know what I did? I went and I got some no rawhide bones and I'm going to give it out to all the neighbor dogs. Would you like that? Do you want to help me give these little bones to the neighbor dogs? Would that be nice?
The last thing I want to ask you to do is stop saying that you feel invisible. I almost feel that the more we say that, the more it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. We're never invisible. So many people see us, depend on us, and look to us to show the way. I kind of wanted to tell you this little thing that happened to me. Sunday when I was shooting, B-roll out in the woods and by the river, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about the happiest people that I know are older people that feel that they have a voice, they have a purpose, that their life matters. And, I saw this, going down the river, I saw this big, strong, beautiful branch, and it was just going down the river, and it was picking up steam and it was going really fast and it was powerful, and bam, it hit the bank and it got tangled up. And there it would just be stuck, like, I don't know, forever. and then, like, a little while later was this little green leaf, this tiny little powerless green leaf that maybe a lot of people wouldn't even notice. And it was just leisurely just floating down the river, enjoying the ride, feeling like, yeah, I'm here, I have a purpose. Look how cute I am. I mean, I know maybe that sounds a little silly, but I swear it was such a calm, slow joy watching that little leaf go down the river. And I kind of thought that's sort of how I feel about a happy life. That, we don't want to go too fast. And we don't want to go at a pace that's so slow that we feel we have no direction, no purpose, that we're invisible. We want to find our own rhythm in life. We want to feel we have true meaning, that we can just sit back and enjoy the ride effortlessly. Because being happy takes such little effort. I think us feeling invisible and irrelevant is one of the most aging things that we go through. I have a dear friend that has just lost his voice box. And he was one of the most successful disc jockeys in my city. I mean, an amazing talent, a golden voice, a great musician. And now he's silenced. But he's not invisible. Even though he doesn't have a speaking voice, he still has a voice through the music that he is preserving, the work that he is doing with the history of music in my state. There are so many things that we as individuals can do to exercise our voice. When I felt invisible, I grabbed a camera, and my camera lens became an extension of me and how I felt and how I wanted to touch the world. And so many of you write me and tell me, I got off the couch and suddenly I'm singing in my church choir. I just put in the most beautiful garden in my neighborhood. I started sewing clothes for the women's shelter. I started working for cancer awareness. So many positive things that you're doing that gives us a purpose, a reason to live a wonderful, long, fulfilling life, and a life that others can look at and aspire to. Oh my gosh, she's 85 years old and she's going door to door trying to get Joe Smith elected. I mean, how wonderful is that? So please stop feeling invisible. Your voice is waiting to be heard. Yeah. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I loved every second of it. I always do. And if you get time, down below, could you share with us maybe a few things you've done to lead a happier life? Please have yourself such a good brand new week. And when you're done with your week, come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right. It's a deal. We'll be here.